What's up guys, and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So this is probably a picture of Goodvito from his last prep. And there is a superstar written all over this man. The reason I'm saying that is because we do not get to see that kind of size at such a young age. Once in a blue moon we see such great development of quads that Vito had last year. And unlike another rising star, Carlos Thomas Jr., where there are some question marks that whether Carlos can bring that kind of conditioning, that kind of separation. But in comparison to that, what we saw from Goodvito last year, not once but twice, he brought super conditioning at both Arnold Brazil as well as Detroit Pro. Not only are his quads so damn huge, but he has deep separation and feathers all over them. And I have said this so many times, that feathers are something which are hard to find, especially in this current era. Now, I believe Goodvito is that kind of bodybuilder who can actually shock the world of bodybuilding at this upcoming Arnold Brazil, because he hasn't competed for more than 10 months now, and he utilized all that time to get bigger, address some weak points, some weak areas, and the man has been laser focused to make those necessary improvements throughout this period. So with only a few weeks of dieting, Goodvito's waistline has already shrunk so much, and this is the biggest concern when it comes to these young and also short bodybuilders who get very big in the off-season, and that too very fast. Because the thing is, Goodvito was also touching that 300 pounds mark in this past off-season. Now, Goodvito has world-class arms. He has those amazing hamstrings and glutes, very good V-taper. So there isn't a whole lot of missing on this guy. So this is gonna be a very anticipated return to this upcoming Arnold Brazil stage. And do not be surprised if he wins his first show back and punches his Olympia ticket for this year. Guys, Mr. Olympia Signature Series is now live on hostel.com. Use the code FAZI10 to get 10% discount and click the arrow below to check out all the hostel products. Next up is the physique update of Rubiel Mosquera, aka Nexzilla. I wanna say 16 weeks out from this upcoming New York Pro. But if we compare his current conditioning to the likes of, let's say, Martin Fitzwater or the mutant Nick Walker, it feels like Rubiel is still deep in his off-season. But the thing is, the man always looks like this. He always has that overwhelming size. But the question in regards to Rubiel is that, will he be able to bring the condition? Obviously, he won't be as ripped and shredded like Martin or Nick, but he has to beat his previous best, which was Prague Pro back in 2023, the year he made his pro debut. And honestly, the number of shows that Rubiel missed in 2024, most of the fans won't be able to believe any of his announcements until he actually steps on the stage. That being said, he does have great potential, and that is solely based on the package that he brought to the stage at Prague Pro 2023, and he was able to beat a guy like Nathan D'Asia. Now, it is very clear that Rubiel needs to bring up his shoulders to match them with his massive arms and his superb chest. His delts won't ever become a strength for him, but he has to bring them up to a certain extent to create more of a balance between his upper and lower body. Now he is back training full-time with his coach Francisco Espin, the same guy who brought him in his superb conditioning at his pro debut in Prague, which raises a critical question. Why did he even switch the coach to begin with, when he already had a good run with Francisco Espin? So the big question remains the same. Will Rubiel commit to doing this upcoming New York Pro? And I sincerely hope that he does. Guys, Gorilla Wear is offering a massive discount of up to 70% right now. Use the code FAZI10 to get 10% extra discount. Next up, we have the 4 weeks out physique update of Shaun Clarida. So will he be able to beat some giants at this upcoming Arnold? Now, I have got to say he does look scary big right now, and he is quite close to being stage ready at 4 weeks out. So the Olympia 2024 experience, that just did not go so well for Shaun, where they tried to push him down, and they did that just way too hard, and he ended up looking kind of small and very downsized, standing next to a guy like Keon Pearson. But his version that he presented at Prague Pro in the post-Olympia tour in the men's open, that I think we can all agree was way better, because he was hard as a granite, and he was also 5 pounds heavier with an even better conditioning. So there is so much muscle on that frame. I mean, pound for pound, who can really beat Shaun Clarida when it comes to pure density and muscle maturity? But the thing is, he's fighting a factor which always wins, and that's the age factor. Now Shaun is over 40 years old, and guys like Carlos Thomas Jr., who is so young and very hungry, and ready to bring their best. So the best Shaun can do is to crack top 4. And even that is gonna take something very special, beating a former Miss Olympia, Brandon Curry, a former Arnold champion, William Bonac, and a beast like a Kim Williams. Now Shaun did beat William Bonac in the same show, back at the Arnold 2023, so you never know that might happen again. But I cannot see him beating a guy like Brandon Curry, especially if Brandon comes in peeled, because conditioning is the main priority of Brandon for this time around, for this round. Now, every bodybuilder out there has a glaring weakness, and in Shaun's case, that is his chest. So what do you guys think of Shaun? Is he gonna be able to place top 5 at this upcoming Arnold? Florian Poirier's comeback to the men's open bodybuilding. That is turning out to be one exciting storyline for this upcoming year, especially the way he has pushed his way up to 300 pounds during this past off season, and he has been able to maintain that weight and get lean very steadily. Now that I have got to say is good work. Now he has entered into that first phase of diet, of the prep, and his quads are looking absolutely amazing right now. Now Florian always had those big quads, very massive sweep, and his waist has always been very small. Although his classic physique run, that wasn't very successful, but he placed as high as second the last time he competed in a classic physique show. So good to see his strength, that is still there, and it will be interesting to see how he compares to the men's open guys in the current times, because he made that phenomenal pro debut in the men's open way back in 2019, and that really put him on the map. Now it is gonna come down to how his back looks, how much progress he can make in the back shots. Now all these physique updates, they do reveal some impressive progress, and Florian will surely be looking to secure his first pro win and also his Olympia qualification for this year. Next up, we have a 4 weeks out physique update from James Hollingshead. So the density in this picture is just off the charts. No wonder Stefan, the coach of James Hollingshead right now, he thinks that out of the 3 guys that is coaching for this upcoming Arnold, James is gonna place the highest. So this is easily the most impressive picture James has posted during this prep. He has clearly added some new size in all the right areas. The chest and the quads are looking phenomenal, and he seems to be in a great spot for 28 days out of this upcoming Arnold. So I think we are gonna see the best of James that we have ever seen to date. I believe he is gonna be bigger than last year, and he is most probably gonna be in a better condition than his last show, which was the Arnold UK. So that I have got to say is a dangerous James Hollingshead we are looking at right now. And we have to keep in mind, James hasn't competed in almost 1 year, and he was above 300 pounds in the off-season, and he stayed pretty lean throughout that off-season, throughout that growing phase. So that fight for that 4th and 5th place at this upcoming Arnold, that is gonna be very fierce. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.